A homeless man's incredible transformation. He slept on cold sidewalks, ignored by thousands of people every single day. Most people never asked his name. They only saw dirty clothes, tired eyes, and a broken man. But nobody knew the truth. Just 3 years earlier, he had a normal life, a small apartment, a stable job, and dreams bigger than the city he lived in. Then everything changed. One mistake at work cost him his job. Bills started piling up. Rent became impossible to pay. Friends slowly disappeared. And the hardest part? Nobody believed he would ever recover. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Winter nights became colder. Hunger became normal. Hope started fading away. Sometimes he would sit outside busy stores, watching people laugh, shop, and live their lives, while he wondered if anyone even noticed he existed. One night, during heavy rain, he sat under a bridge holding a soaked cardboard sign. "I just need one chance." Most people walked past him, until one stranger stopped. Not with money, not with pity, but with a conversation. For the first time in months, someone looked him in the eyes like he mattered. That single moment changed everything. The stranger told him about a small local shelter offering free meals and temporary work opportunities. At first, he didn't believe anything could change. Life had already disappointed him too many times. But deep inside, a tiny piece of hope was still alive. The next morning, he went to the shelter. He cleaned tables, washed dishes, did every small task nobody else wanted to do. People noticed something different about him. Even after losing everything, he still worked harder than anyone else. Weeks later, the shelter manager offered him a part-time job. It wasn't much, but to him, it felt like getting his life back. For the first time in a long time, he earned money honestly again. Slowly, things began to change. He bought clean clothes, got a haircut, started smiling more. But the biggest transformation wasn't outside. It was inside him. The man who once believed his life was over started believing in himself again. Months later, he moved into a tiny apartment. Nothing luxurious, just 4 walls and a second chance. He continued working every single day, saving money, learning new skills, refusing to quit. Years later, the same man who once begged strangers for help became the manager of the very shelter that saved his life. Now he spends his days helping people who feel forgotten, just like he once did, because he understands something most people never will. Sometimes people don't need money first. Sometimes they just need hope, a second chance, one person who believes in them. And maybe that's enough to change an entire life. So the next time you see someone struggling, remember this story, because behind every broken person, there might be an incredible comeback waiting to happen.